How do you build relationships with people who don't share your culture, who don't have your cultural background? They don't share your beliefs, your assumptions, your values, your religion. They don't have your frame of reference. They don't share your perspective. How do you build relationships with people like that? If you're a teacher and you work with students across culture, or you have to deal with parents who don't share your cultural background, or you have coworkers who don't share your frame of reference. You have supervisors, you have neighbors, you have people at the supermarket in your neighborhood that you're interacting with who don't share your cultural background. How do you build a relationship with them that is meaningful, that is powerful? That's what I want to share with you today. Hello, I'm Dr. Manny Scott, and I've been working across culture for the past 20-something years in 49 states, 6 continents. I've met all kinds of amazing people and have made some wonderful friends all around the world, different religions, ethnicities, cultural backgrounds, you name it. And I want to share with you an approach that I think can help you become more interculturally competent, to help you develop more effective cross-cultural relationships. Just before I do that, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell. So I want to share with you an approach, a framework that I've used to build relationships across culture. I think the best way to begin a relationship is with openness. Openness refers to your ability to welcome people into your presence so that they feel safe and secure. How do people feel in your presence? You can make people feel welcome or unwelcome, loved or tolerated, included or excluded without saying a word. What do your nonverbals communicate about your perspective or your perception of other people? Second, I think you need acceptance. I'm not an ethical relativist. By acceptance, I'm referring to your ability to continue holding people in high regard, seeing their beauty, potential, value, and worth, even though you see their shortcomings, even though you see their issues. Acceptance refers to your ability to see people's problems, past their problems to their potential, and call them up to it. You're going to interact with people that don't share your cultural background, and you're going to see some things. They're going to say some things. They're going to do some things that you think are not healthy, that are not good, that are not positive. Acceptance refers to your ability to see those things, but pass those things to a person's humanity, to a person's potential, to a person's beauty, to a person's value, to a person's worth, and call them up to that. That's acceptance. Next, you need to learn how to develop trust. What is trust? It's your ability to build confidence in your relationships with others so that both parties know, you and the other person know, that you would not hurt or harm the other person and they wouldn't hurt or harm you, but rather act in each other's best interest. Little gestures can go a long way in having a huge impact in the development of trust and confidence in your relationships with others. The next thing you need to develop a relationship across culture is to you need to learn about them. You need to humble yourself and become a student of that person. Be curious about them. Learn about their values, learn about their stories, learn about their journey, learn about their belief system, learn about their challenges, their hopes, their dreams, their perspectives, learn about their families, learn how to pronounce their names, learn about their children, learn about their ancestors, learn about their religion, learn about their social structure, their motivations, their goals, their media influences. Just become a student of your students. Study their language, study their phrases and their dialects, listen to their linguistic particularities, study their day-to-day interactions. How do they greet one another? How do they interact with one another? So on and so forth. Become a student. Stay curious. Keep asking yourself, what's the nature of order here? Why do they do that? What does that mean? What does that symbol mean? Who are their heroes? What does that ritual mean? They keep doing that again and again. What does that mean and why do they do that? Why is that important to them? I was in the back of a car with a neuroscientist. He said, one of the signs of high intelligence is curiosity. Not only do you need to learn, but that learning will lead to an understanding. Understanding means I see something and it makes sense to me why they do that. I understand the meaning of that thing from their perspective. That's an understanding. I understand why they do that. Even if I disagree with it, I understand why they believe that. I understand why they do that. I understand why they behave that way. I understand why they say that. If I were them, I would say that too. That's understanding. Finally, the best way, the end result of building relationships is not just to have relationships, but it's to serve. It's to serve. It's to relate to people in such a way that their dignity as human beings is affirmed, and you empower them to flourish. You empower them to succeed. You empower them to overcome their obstacles. You empower them to do well in school. You empower them to believe in themselves. You empower them to apply to that job, to chase that dream, to do something, to start that business, to talk to that person, whatever it is. You serve them by empowering them. But you don't treat them as projects. You treat them as people who just need a little nudge, who need a little bit of encouragement, who could use your support. You clap for them, you cheer for them, you take their hand and you walk with them. You serve them in a way that adds value to their lives. That's the journey to developing healthy cross-cultural relationships. Openness, acceptance, trust, learning, understanding, and serving. You can never serve someone you don't understand. You'll never understand someone you have not learned about, from, or with. You'll never learn about, from, or with anyone who doesn't trust you. They'll never trust you if you don't embody openness and acceptance. Work on developing these qualities. Work on developing your openness. Work on developing your acceptance. Work on developing trust with other people. Learn about others, develop your understanding, and find ways to serve that person. Find ways to be a blessing to that person. Find ways to lift that person up. All right? Again, my name is Dr. Manny Scott. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, add a comment. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. All right? Have an amazing day. I'll see you next week.